Hi all, this is the TURNART Universal Wheel Lock. It's available on Amazon. I thought I'd just do a quick review of it for you. So first of all, I'm going to get it unboxed, show you what you get supplied in the kit, and then I'm going to fit it to my car just to show you how good this lock is. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get it unboxed. Okay, so that's our wheel lock unboxed. So what do you get supplied? So you get the actual wheel lock itself, obviously, and the first thing you'll notice is how well built this is. It's solid steel, very, very good quality. But also what I like is that you have this rubber padding here, because I don't want this scuffing my wheels. I don't want it scratching my wheels when I'm using this. So again, I'm going to show you that in a moment, how it actually works. You also get your crankshaft here for adjusting the lock, which I'll show you in a moment. You get 3 keys supplied with it. I've already been using this and it just works so nicely. You also get a little user manual here as well, which is great, but it is so simple to use. So what you need to do is a little bit of assembly. So the first thing you need to do is just take this nut off here, and then you just pop this plate on like so, and then just pop your nut back on. And because the thread has been painted, you are going to need a spanner just to tighten that up. You can't do it by hand. So I've just got a little spanner here, and then I'm just going to do that up, and then I'll show you how you use it. Okay, so I've got our plate now screwed onto the lock, and what's another nice feature and great to see, that this plate is padded, because this is going to sit on your wheel, and there's a rubber gasket that runs around to stop any scuffing of your alloy wheels, for example. So the way this works is you have 2 slots here that you undo. This is your main one here. So what I'm going to do is just take one of the keys and unlock this, and the first thing you'll notice is here, this lock is super strong. It has a double bolted action. So if you look at some of the cheaper models, they just have this little piece of metal that locks under a thin piece of metal, and they're easily opened. But this one has a double barrel lock, as you can see there, and it just locks into place. Really sturdy there. So all you do is you just use your crank handle here to pop into the hole here, into the bolt. So let me just show you that quickly. And then you can just wind this like so, and then you can see there that the claw, the main claw here, is just opening. Again, I will show you this on my car and how it works. You can also adjust this piece here. So just pop the lock in there. So you have another one here. This isn't the main one. This isn't going to be the security one, but it just helps you adjust this plate closer to your wheel just to make a tight fit. And again, that just slots into there, and you can wind that in and out like so. But again, I'm going to show you that on my car. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of the actual lock itself. But just to see how heavy that is and how strong it is, it really does give me confidence that this is going to work really nicely. So the reason I got this is because I have a Range Rover, and they're notorious for being cloned, having the key cloned and people driving away with them. Hence the reason I've gone for a physical lock on my car. Okay, so let's go out now. I'll get this fitted and I'll show you how well it works. So remember, this universal wheel lock doesn't have to just be used on cars. It can be used on SUVs, camper vans, trucks, trailers, a whole host of uses, because this is so universal, and the teeth there, the width can be adjusted to your requirements. Okay, so we're ready to fit the lock now. So as you can see here, I don't want these alloys getting scuffed, so it was really important for me to have one a wheel lock that had this rubber padding on it. So what I've done is I've just popped that open with the key, and then I'm just going to crank this open. So I'm going to crank it open. So remember, this lock is universal. It fits 99% of all wheels, and I've got some really big wheels here, and it fits really nicely. So I'm just going to crank that open like so, and then what you do is you just pop that onto your wheel. So there's 2 metal bars that sit on the floor here. And then what you do then is you just crank it so that this rubber piece in here locks in, and the rubber piece around the back goes around the back of the wheel. So let me just show you that. So you just crank this up, Okay, and you can see there it's starting to lock in. And then what you can do if you really want to make this, you can see this piece is a little bit looser. You just pop this open here, this piece here. Again, put your crank in, your crank spanner, and then just tighten that up onto the wheel. Right, so lock it up. And that's it, you're good to go. And you can see there just how strong that is. Just lock that one as well. Okay, you can see there's no way that car can be taken now. So if my key is cloned, this is on, is going to protect the vehicle. I also like that it's yellow as well, so this can be seen at night. So at night, if someone comes around here, it's just going to be apparent that the car is locked, and don't even attempt to take it. Okay, so this is the TURNART. It's the universal wheel lock. It's available on Amazon and it comes highly recommended.